Hello everyone, this is Speaker Kushal, the chemistry teacher come motivational speaker. So we start with the chapter of acid, bases and salt, chapter number 3, ICSE chemistry. So in this video we will try to cover the introduction of the chapter. In the next video we will go for the classification of the acids, bases and then correspondingly the chemical indicators. Now starting with the introductory part, we can directly say that elements combine in the fixed ratio to form compounds, and compounds can be classified in various types in various ways. So, compounds can also be classified with respect to their acidic and basic properties, as I say. Now, if you try to classify compounds with respect to acidic and basic properties, you get four classes of compounds. First, acidic substances. Second, basic substances. Third, neutral substances. And fourth, the amphoteric substances. Now, we start with the acid in the introductory part. Here, acids are generally identified roughly in the basis of their sour taste, and the basis by soapy to touch and also by the beta test. Now, salts, if you say, they are basically the products that are formed by the combination of acids and bases due to the chemical reactions called neutralization reaction. And one thing to be mentioned, that all acids and bases can't be touched, as some of them are very harmful to our skin. Now those acids which do produce a burning sensation in our skin are generally called corrosive acids or corrosive bases. Nextly, here we discuss in the introduction about the acids and bases. Like acids and bases, you can also differentiate them and you can also identify them by some substance called chemical indicators. That is, chemical indicators, especially the acid base indicators, are some of the substances which identifies or differentiates the acids and the bases with the help of their characteristic chemical reactions, sometimes by color change, sometimes by the change of the odor. Now, chemical indicator, a special type of chemical indicator, is acid base indicator. Now, generally, what is an indicator? An indicator is a chemical substance that indicates by the means of sharp change in color and the nature of the solution. It is a general term, general type of chemical indicators. Under the realm of this, you get acid and base classified indicators, that is acid base indicators. So acid base indicators comes under the realm of chemical indicators. So naturally an indicator or a chemical indicator is a chemical substance that indicates by the means of sharp change in color and nature of a solution. Nextly, if you come to the historical part, now two scientists I mentioned, one was Lavoisier, the other was Davy. These two scientists have studied and they tried to coin the terms as acids, bases, and salts in the scientific lines. So, first time scientifically we are studying acid, bases, and salts. Who did the work? It was Lavoisier, Antoine Lavoisier, the great French scientist, and Sir Davy from England. Now, as they say, as they believed, according to their inference, that all acids compulsorily contain hydrogen as their constituent element in the form of protons. So the acids must possess hydrogen in the form of protons, while on the other side, all bases or the metallic oxides or metallic hydroxides must have the basic character. That means all bases which are either metallic oxides or metallic hydroxides or ammonia solutions may be treated as bases. Now, common examples of acids we can say sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, etc. We can also term nitric acid in this case. In case of bases, we can say copper oxide, sodium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, etc. Now, salts are the chemical compounds which are formed by the interaction of the acids and the bases, in which the hydrogen atom or the hydrogen ion present in the acid is replaced by the corresponding metal ion or by the non-metallic ammonium ions. For example, sodium chloride, ammonium chloride, calcium carbonate, you can just relate them as bases. Now, those substances which never show any properties of acids and bases, that is, these substances have properties much different from that of acids and bases, can be commonly termed as neutral substances, or these are substances which stay neutral with respect to the acidic or the basic characters. Some common examples are nitric oxide, carbon monoxide. You can also take the example of salts like sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, etc. Except and leaving all these things, there comes another class. What is that? Now, there are some substances which behave as an acid when placed in the basic medium, while they behave as a base when placed in the acidic medium. So, they have a tendency simply to oppose the acidic or the basic medium in which they are placed. These type of substances are called amphoteric substances, and thus the amphoteric substances will always behave like an acid in presence of a base, and the amphoteric substance is expected to behave like a base in presence of an acid. Some common examples: oxides and hydroxides of beryllium, zinc, tin, lead, etc. So these were the classifications that were just explained in gist, and these were some of the inferences that were actually drawn the first time people tried to study acids and bases in a scientific and sequential manner, as it was proposed by Sir Lavoisier and Sir Davy. So, in the next part, we go for a demonstration, obviously a board work, where I will use my own whiteboard to explain the nature of the chemical indicators and the various types of classifications of acids and bases. So, till now, I end this video. So, meet you in the next video. Hope you understand things. And still, if you need something more regarding the chapter, you can write in the comments. And yes, if you like my video, then do like, share, and subscribe my video. So, till now, good night.